welcome back to the Grove. I'm A,
I'm Tori.
Augusto.
I'm eating
and
candy.
and
Oh, no.
this week's topic
order.
is going to be Creator Forgive Mess.
As we
And yes-
accidentally labeled it.
But now we're keeping it that way because it actually does fit it.
Because it's a
Because-
mess.
Yeah, because we are not forgiving creators or talking about creators that we've forgiven. We're talking about the mess of creators that have made screw ups, are making bad choices, or are just horrible people in general. And it's a mess of people. It's a mess when people
Somehow
them.
forgive them. Don't ask me
Yeah.
how. I'm mentally stable.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, Tori. Yeah, we're not okay. We don't got time to unpack that shit.
Yeah, well,
Love you, Tori.
it's okay.
Not
She
a
can
quick-
get a reading from my tarot cards, and I can all
Oh
expose your ass.
no! Oh no!
Case
Anyway,
specified.
anyways, all right.
Anyway,
So last week, last episode, we talked about briefly how the topic of Wilbur and Dream and all of those people popped
can I add the
up.
trigger warnings?
Just their
Yeah.
name is the trigger warning. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I know.
if you don't know anything about them, which I would be surprised if you are watching our stuff and don't know anything about them, because there's been a lot of drama with them. A lot of people have heard of it, but if you're some of the people who haven't, there's triggers of sexual abuse, grooming. Like, this whole video is a trigger warning. Because we don't know exactly who we're going to talk about, but we know that there's a few people that have done horrible things and done an abuse and all of that type of stuff.
I mean, I want to talk about the most recent and somewhat controversial one of the Mr. Beast KSI and Logan Paul Lunchley thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Stupid.
It's stupid.
It's very
No, because
stupid.
let me bring up the fact we both know Lunchables, right? We've
Yeah.
somewhat
They
had
have
it
lead in
once
them.
at least. Yeah.
But they're tasty, so it's fine.
No, I've only had it once out of dire necessity. Otherwise,
Throughout
no.
my childhood consistently.
I actually don't like them that
Oh,
much
God.
because I don't like most of the meals they have. Like, I don't like the pizza. I don't really like cheese and crackers because I really just eat the pepperoni and the crackers. I don't eat the
Valid.
cheese. So it was always
No,
like a
but
waste
if you
for
take a
me.
look at Lunchley, it has less food than Lunchables.
First of all, it's not a good. You're trying. Okay, the kids who are eating these, for the most part, are around the ages between 6 and 12.
Yep.
Fetuses.
They are children.
They don't know any better. They don't know nutrition. They just see that it has Mr. Beast on it or Logan Paul
Yeah.
and they buy it.
Yes. And, well, the biggest thing is, if you're a parent, you want your kid to be eating enough food to grow. That is a big thing, because unless you're a horrible parent, you want your kid to grow healthy, right?
And I'm just saying, like, the portion size of Lunchables was already pretty small, but to know that there's
Yeah.
even less food in Mr. Beast and
Yeah.
those people's stuff, like,
Yeah.
that's not great, because the original portion size of Lunchables was already tiny. I remember eating that at, like, a field trip to the beach, and it was barely anything. Lunchables, not Lunchly. I am not that young.
We're all above the age of 18, everyone. We have all graduated high school.
But yeah, I
Oh, yeah,
remember
dude.
eating that at the beach for a field trip, and it was already really small. I think my mom also packed me like
Yeah.
chips because she knew She
Yeah.
knew damn well that that was not
Yeah.
enough food.
Yeah, no, like Lunchables are okay. They're okay if you can't if you don't have the time to make your kid some food or whatever. Lunchables are a good alternative because they have an okay, not a great amount of food, but an okay amount of food in it.
Like, you
Like,
might also want to pack like a small snack, but overall,
yeah,
it's okay.
like
It's
with
adequate.
a big thing with packed lunches is most of the time I remember the few times that I would have Lunchables is I would have the Lunchable, but then I would also have something like a snack outside, some food outside of that
Yeah, but it provided you with
in my
like the
lunch pail.
basics. It gave you a drink, it
Yeah,
gave you food, it gave you a candy, you know,
yeah,
just a little bit of
yeah,
everything. Ooh, shit.
yeah. And around the age of like 12, that's around when kids are starting to be left home alone because you're old enough to take care of yourself. You're old enough to be able to be left home alone for a bit. Like,
Well,
I mean,
we're not gonna unpack that for you, Augusto.
yeah, no. I just had a realization. I have no idea what y'all's norms are when it
I
comes
mean,
to that
I was left home alone at like
with like
10,
lunch.
but
like I was meaning like 10, 12, like double digits areas is left home alone. I was a younger sibling, so I was never left home alone. So, I don't really know
I
the
was left
actual
home
age, but I
alone
know
for
it's
like 6 hours once when I was
oh my
10. I made
gosh.
fruit salad with a butter knife. I cut up an apple with it.
Fair enough. But like double digits 10, 11, 12 is around the ages where you start to get left home alone. And when you leave your kid home alone, you're usually going to leave some food there for them. And like some parents, my parents included, left Lunchables. And I know that I would really like if I wanted to have food, I would be like, okay, I'm just gonna eat a Lunchable and then I'm gonna go back to whatever I was doing. But that's also partially me getting fixated on games and not feeling hunger because of that fixation.
Hmm.
So do not if you're a child watching this, first of all, why are you watching this? We
We swear
I'm
too
pretty
much.
sure I marked every episode on Spotify as not PG
yeah,
with
like
mature
first,
content.
if you're a child watching this, first of all, why are you watching this? Get out of here, lightheartedly.
Your parents need to be
This is not for you.
supervising you.
Yeah, your parents need to be supervising you. But second of all, don't follow In My Suit. Make sure you eat 3 meals a day.
We are
Make sure you
terrible
I should be doing that.
examples. Don't listen to
We are-
any of us.
Hold on, I
Don't
should
do
be
as
actually
we
getting
do.
food for later today.
Oh my god.
Hey, you
Oh my
reminded me.
god. Gusto.
Hi, Bessie.
But like if like a Lunchable, yeah, I would eat a Lunchable. Like nowadays, like I would eat a Lunchable, but I would also eat something else with it, like some chips. Even because like yeah, if I'm hungry and don't actually feel like making anything, I'd grab a Lunchable.
But yeah,
But
the main problem with theirs is none of their food products are necessarily safe. Their
yeah,
branded products, like, did we all forget that Prime literally had like a lawsuit against it for something that was in their grape flavored drink? And if
How much
I'm
lead?
correct, there's like 3 lawsuits against
Wait.
them. I know some of them are from marketing, but I know for a fact that they did have something not safe in their drink. And I remember hearing that like the
Hold on, let me
Feastables
just side effects.
chocolate had
Oh yeah, it's worse than the first version that they made. It's now
yeah,
more
like the
unhealthy.
first version I remember had severe quality issues.
Yeah,
I
I will say because I've eaten both.
mhm.
The first one does taste better, but it always came out like broken or
Mm-hmm.
weirdly
Mhm.
dry. But it was better. It didn't burn my throat. The second one,
Mhm.
my throat burned, and
Mhm.
it did hurt a little bit to talk after eating that one.
Yeah,
Well, I
like
think it also made my
Okay.
sister sick, if that says anything, and she
Oh,
can handle a lot
jeez.
of things.
I like I full so my biggest issue
Side
is I fully
effects
understand like I fully support content
of
creators and
Prime.
YouTubers making like things to sell. I fully support that. But this is the but. If you are making it and specifically targeting it towards children and you
Hey
are
guys,
making it using language that makes it so then those kids will then bully other kids to be because that's what Lunchly is doing. It's calling other products mid because and that means a bad thing. That's a bad thing for something to be called mid.
why is it bullying people?
The reason why is because it's making Lunchly to seem like this really cool thing that only the cool kids have, only the good awesome kids have. And if you don't have Lunchly, then you're not a cool kid. You're a stupid nerd. You're stupid and you're
By
not
the way,
cool and stuff like
I've
that. And
I
that's going to lead to bullying.
by the way, sorry for cutting you out, but I pulled up the poison.org thing on Prime.
yeah.
It has what's it called? Yep. Okay, so the thing is, it has like 200 milligrams of caffeine,
Yeah, that's the
and because
energy
of the
drink one.
caffeine program, it's really it gives like effect, like it makes people who are sensitive to that, it affects them really badly.
Yeah, which also, let me point out, both of these creators are geared more towards a younger audience. You should not be selling energy drinks marketed towards a younger audience. Most places
Oh my
actually
god.
restrict the age you can buy energy drinks to like 16. So
United States is weird, bro.
why are we selling energy drinks when we know our audience is of a younger like majority?
It makes no sense because here's the thing: children do not need energy drinks. Like yes, like into teenage years, you may want energy drinks
I don't
because
remember
you're.
if this is like an
But
old wives' tale or not, but does caffeine stunt growth too?
you can look
Oh shit!
I feel like it's a
Is that
wives'
why my dad's short?
tale. It might be, but it might be true. I don't know.
caffeine stunt your growth. No,
Oh,
it does not stunt your
okay,
growth.
yeah, so it's a wives' tale.
So
Okay.
it's a wives' tale. So that is this is why we look things up because we don't want to
Exactly.
give
Yeah.
misinformation.
I was pretty sure it was a wives' tale because like the thing that determines your height is your genetics.
Genetic.
For the
Yeah, it's your
most part, the only
I'm
people
throwing
who actually
hands.
have like stunted growth are typically like if you've ever seen the gymnastics team, a lot of them have stunted growth. Like they're very short and it's not necessarily genetics. Most gymnasts are very short.
You know, this reminds me that there, guys,
Often due to
this isn't.
injuries when they're younger.
So like this is a better company if people do like energy drinks. I don't know if. Hold on, I need to look up if they have any controversy before.
Celsius
Before
is
I do.
not too bad. It does have artificial sweetener
yeah.
though, so if that's a
I
problem
don't
for you, don't drink it.
I don't know much about Monster, but I like to drink Monsters.
It's not the healthiest, but it's not
It's
gonna
not the
kill you.
healthiest. Yeah, it's not gonna kill you.
Don't listen
Most
to those
energy drinks.
TikTok slideshows that tell you every energy drink is hazardous because they're just trying to
Yeah,
sell you their own product, by the way.
yeah. If somebody's trying to tell you, oh my god, this is so horrible, guys, and
The
it's just a
second I see
generalized
Celsius
thing.
on one of those, I'm like, alright, you're just trying to sell
Yeah,
me something. Because
it's
Celsius is one of the healthier energy drinks. It's a
yeah,
more recent one. It does have artificial sweetener. I don't like artificial sweetener, but price wise, Celsius is kind of worth it.
yeah. I just know like any for the most part, if it looks like that somebody's gonna try to sell me something, I scroll past. I don't care. I don't give a shit. Don't sell me shit.
No,
I don't
and then
want
they'll be trying
your
to sell
thing.
like fucking honey most of the time when they have those energy drink slideshows. They're like, this will energize you. It's like, honey, honey is not going
Oh,
to actually energize me at all.
no.
Caffeine will, which is why I drink
Yeah.
energy drinks and tea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
It's a
yeah.
thing, but going back to Mr. Beast and the Lunchly bullshit,
Let's just talk about the
it's
fact that him coming out with this product is very likely an
yes.
attempt to cover up the recent drama he's been part of,
Oh yeah, no, it 100% is.
with
It
one of
100%
his
is.
employees being exposed for some really gross stuff.
Not to mention the whole Amazon show that a lot of people have been
Yeah.
coming out about, and I haven't seen anything about it. I hadn't seen anything about it. I hadn't watched it. I hadn't heard about it until I started hearing about these controversies about how people were denied food, denied so many different things.
And this goes as
When it,
far back as like over a year ago because one content creator, Rosanna, has been very outright about her experience on Mr. Beast, how oftentimes the winner of those challenges is selected, not won.
yeah, yeah,
Oh, I think there's another thing I heard. Like I remember like hearing about where they would like purposely cut out people who actually did make it near the end as
Yeah,
well.
that was what Rosanna experienced. She made it further in like a hide and seek challenge than the video made her out to have gone. Like she got like second, but the video doesn't say she got second. It places her in like fourth or something. Which like
What the
that's
fuck?
so demeaning because they chose who was going to be in second based on that person's popularity. Because I think Quackity got
yeah.
second, and
The-
who at the time was more popular? Quackity. So he
Yeah.
got placed in
Oh, wait.
second, despite the fact
Hold
that
on.
she made it further or something like that.
I don't know, like I don't like a lot of Mr. Beast videos. And it's solely because of the fact that it's so clear that it is geared towards children.
Like,
And
I'll acknowledge he has done some good
yeah,
stuff with his money.
yeah,
Like the
yeah.
whole, like, tree
Like
planting, the ocean
yeah, and the
cleaning.
wells.
Like, he
The
has done
wells. So
some
like
really good things with his money, so I'm not outright
yeah,
bashing him for that. He has done some really
yeah,
good things, and I appreciate that. But
yeah,
he's also done some not so great things, and that needs to be
yeah,
addressed. And
yeah,
it's not being addressed. Instead, he's releasing this product.
yeah. Mr. Beast overall has done a lot of good for the world, but it's also when people do a lot of good in the world, they expect to be this invulnerable person. Like they can't do, if they do anything wrong, it's not gonna matter, and that's not the case. They're human just like all of us. Yes, they're gonna make mistakes, but it's also a thing he isn't taking responsibility for those mistakes, because there's so many small things, and it's just like, why are you're exploiting these people and making it horrible for them, but you're also you're also not taking responsibility for it.
Also, which Paul brother
Why?
is it? Is it the one who recorded a body? Because if so, why are we forgiving him?
Logan Paul?
Yeah,
I
that's
thought was the one.
wild.
I
I
think
thought that was the
so.
one. I thought that Logan Paul was
Which
the one
one
who,
made
like,
Prime?
I think
Yep.
it was Logan Paul.
I don't care about the Paul brothers, if you couldn't tell. I think they're both kind of bad people. And I don't like that they're geared towards children because they are not good influences. Which is why I can't talk too much about them because I do come from a place of like bias against them. I am addressing that. Same thing with KSI. I'm not a fan of KSI, never have been, so I'm not going to talk of anything he has done because I'm from a place of bias against him. But yeah, that kind of ties in with the whole forgiveness thing because why are we so willing to like not address the bad things
Yeah, like
that like one of the Paul brothers has done with literally recording a human body?
Yeah, that was if it
Reporting
wasn't
the
if it wasn't
serve
the same
that
one as really quick, if it wasn't the same one as the brother who did Prime, that was Jake Paul. Because Logan Paul did Prime.
Okay.
I just looked it up.
I think it was Logan Paul who recorded the body. I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
I don't know anything about Jake or Logan Paul. I don't
I
pay
don't
attention
want
to them.
to know anything about them.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Gusto?
I forgot, but sorry, I was trying to like read up on what's it called.
On.
Silence.
Anyway, okay.
I have to like anytime it gets that silent, I'm like, did like my internet go out?
Yeah. God. Anyways, well,
Yes, let's continue the Lunchly stuff because there's more. There is
there's
more.
so much more.
So, after they revealed that they're making this product, some other content creators had weighed in on their opinions. Most of those
Yeah.
opinions are negative, which is
Yeah.
valid. One
Yeah,
of those who
Sorry, mother walked in.
one of those who responded was Dan TDM, who
Yeah, and
has a younger
you-
audience as well.
and he also has has 2 kids.
We had to Google that before this episode.
We
by the way.
didn't found we knew he had 1 kid, but we didn't know he had a second, which amazing for him. I did not realize this. I'm a little out of the loop of his stuff.
I haven't watched him since I was a kid, so.
Me too. But like,
yeah, he weighed in and was like, "Hey, what's
Yeah.
up with content creators nowadays? Just trying to push products." Like,
yeah,
that's...
like because it makes it worse because how a lot of content creators, like mainly the ones that are the issue. This isn't every content creator. They're pushing it in ways that are you want this because then it'll make you cool, and instead of like this is something that this is like a product that I'm making. If you want to have it, you can. This is how you can have it. But because the problematic ones are framing it as it's this cool thing that if you don't have it, you're not cool. You're stupid and you're lame and all that stuff.
They're also
You're a
so
basic
preoccupied
bitch.
with
Sorry.
pushing a product that they don't actually care if the product is actually good for their audience. Because as we've addressed, there has been some issues with both of those products, with both
Yeah.
Feastables and with Prime. So
Mhm.
you're saying that it's a healthier alternative to Lunchables, which do have lead in them, or at least had lead in them. Maybe they fixed things, I don't know. But like you're saying it's a healthier alternative, but it isn't. So don't lie.
I remember seeing a video about Feastables. Like I watched a couple of Mr. Beast's videos before I knew about like controversies and everything, just because I was curious. I was curious on his content because I'd never watched it. Really, the main one that I watched was the YouTubers versus the YouTuber ones. The YouTuber one where it was like.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't watch any of his videos before or after because I never understood like the.
Yeah, like.
Let's say no. I found it boring.
They're entertaining to a degree, but they're also really so very clearly geared towards kids that it's draining for anybody else aside from children. And it's not like brain rot levels, but it is close. It is it's like teetering.
I'd argue that anything of the Paul brothers is brain rot.
That's
for sure.
That is yes. But like I watched some of his videos because I was curious on what his videos were and all that stuff. Just because I hadn't really ever, even as a kid, I never really sat down and watched his videos. And every single video he's like, go buy Feastables, go buy my chocolate bar, you should go eat my chocolate. Every single
He wants to give
video,
everybody
every single
diabetes.
video, every single time. And and I remember also seeing a video on TikTok, where do you guys know the TikToker? I don't remember his name off the top of my head, but he's like the guy that will go to different places and will try the places and gives honest reviews.
Keith Lee.
Yes,
Oh, I know what you're
him.
talking about.
Yes, thank you. I remember seeing a video where they were doing a video together, and Keith Lee was like, "Yeah, I'm not too. I don't really care for this, yada yada yada." And Mr. Beast would butt in and be like, and just ramble for a second, and then he, after getting handed the bar from Keith Lee, would chuck it across the room.
Oh.
And he'd be like, "Oh, that was a bad one. That was a bad one. That
No.
was a bad one. Let me give you a better one. Let me give you a new one." And
And
they're
so
all
very
supposed to be the
clearly,
same.
and very clearly trying to convince him that this is better than what he's saying, and trying to convince everybody that Keith Lee is lying about the product.
How's
And
that man gonna lie
in
when he
such
does
a
like
bad way.
genuine, honest? What?
Yeah, yeah, like it's such a. It's like it was so weird. I'll have to send it to you guys. So then, cause like, hold on, Keith Lee reviews.
But
What
yeah.
is this freak behavior?
So Dan TDM was like, he commented that, and they all came out and attacked him, like Logan Paul, KSI, Mr. Beast. They all responded to him.
Yeah.
And KSI brought up the fact that way, way back in the past, Dan TDM reviewed a snack box with like snacks and candy and was like,
Here's
"You're
the
the
thing,
one
a lot
pushing
of
unhealthy stuff to like kids." The thing is, that was not
reviews.
Dan TDM's product that he was pushing
Yeah,
at kids. He
it
was
was a
sponsored.
sponsorship.
He had to do the video. It was a sponsorship.
Yeah.
That's how they work.
it was a
You've done sponsorships. We all know you guys have done them
Yeah.
too. Like, every one of those YouTubers has done a sponsorship before, let's be honest.
Yeah.
So who are you to talk about him taking a sponsorship for a product when you do the same thing, but you guys are actively making a product to push towards kids?
With lawsuits.
Yeah, think how, like, first of all, I don't think Dan has ever tried to push any products towards his audience. Because, like, here's the thing. Normal sponsors are just like, "Hey, I'd like to thank this product, this company for sponsoring this video." And then they talk about it for a few minutes, and then they move on. But it's never their own product because they don't feel the need to constantly promote their own product. So it's like, what? Why are you Because like when you are constantly. Oh.
Keep going. I'll be back.
When you are constantly promoting a product, it is just a frustrating thing, and it makes no sense as to why you'd want to promote it. Because like I just don't understand. Like, mentioning it briefly is fine, but making one promotional video about it is fine. Like, "Hey, I'm making this product, just so you guys know, yada yada yada. Here's some stuff about it." With Lunchly, they're like, it feels like they're making a lot of videos about it. They're trying to push it everywhere and trying to make it seem like it's this holier than thou thing. It's insane.
It's something where I question everything, where I'm like, what are you on about, huh?
Yeah.
there's so much better stuff you can do. Oh wait, something else that I can mention. I believe
Mhm.
KSI responded to that comment with a photo of DanTDM's toys, like the U2s, um, old stuff he did back then, like his own actual brand stuff. But KSI also has U2s. So his point is invalid?
Thing is, U2's is a company
And it's a
that
toy, it's not
it's a
food.
toy. It's not food. First of all, toys and food are very different. Toys, not everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my god, if you don't have this toy, then you're stupid." With
Yeah, because they
food,
don't promote bullying.
yeah, with how those toys are promoted, it's this is a cool thing about your favorite YouTuber, or this is
It's a
your favorite.
collectible.
It's a collectible for this person, and but with Feastables, they're like, if you don't have this, I'm gonna fucking. You're gonna be so weird. You're so weird. You're not cool.
You're mid press. You have every social issue that you could have.
Yeah,
That's the energy what I'm getting from it.
yeah. Um, I do think we should move on from this.
Yeah,
Because
I have one. We
this
all
wasn't
know
the
that.
main topic of it. It's just
Oh
this
yeah,
rant about it though.
hold on. We have a few we can go with. We have the
Um,
Wilbur drama, a shit with
okay,
Dream, a very controversial one. Wilbur is fuck you, Wilbur. Anyways,
yeah,
I don't know why people still support him. The motherfucker's an
dude,
abuser.
bro. Okay, it is insane to me because of the amount of times that I've come across videos that are like, guys, I I don't think Wilbur's a bad person. I think he's really cool. And it's just like,
Have
what?
you gotten a lobotomy? Is that what happened to you?
Are
Sorry.
you good, bro? He abused
No,
Shelby.
because hold on. Let me pull up the Wilbur shit instead of what I have right now. Wilbur. I have him blocked on other things. So I have to like. He literally admitted to doing it. Holy sh!
Literally. He admitted it. Cuz here's the thing. Here's the biggest thing with that whole controversy. Nobody would have known it was him if he did not confirm it. Cuz Shelby was being very vague because cuz she didn't want backlash. She was
Exactly.
being very vague because she knew that if people found out that was him and that he could have sued her for defamation because it
The
was
man
just word
exposed
against word.
himself.
Yeah, Wilbur had seen that and was like, I saw
He
that it
should
was not calling him
apologize
out,
for the
and
attention and shit.
yeah,
Sorry.
and he was like, I I didn't do it. Shelby's lying. Shelby's lying about all of this. I'm better now. I'm better now. Bro, we didn't know it was you. We didn't know it was you.
But your ass decided to expose yourself.
We didn't
Oh
know
no,
for
no,
sure.
no. And then this man tried to go on tour in Australia after all that. Sorry.
Yeah. Like, bro, I am just in. I cannot
No, because
get
I just
over the
found it.
fact.
I just found one from last year that says, "Big happy birthday to Wilbursa, who's no longer 26, working in an office. Enjoy your birthday, you fella. Never let that crown fall." Sad. That's cringe. Anyways.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Bro.
he unmodded all his mods who supported Shelby.
Yes. Yeah, because they
That's
kept.
wild.
Yeah, no, because they kept banning people who would donate to him.
Which I love that they did that.
Yes.
They also
They're,
fucked with the Discord server, which is so
yeah.
funny.
Yeah, no, because it was there was a whole thing of. I remember hearing a lot of stuff about it and just hearing that that his mods were like banning people who would subscribe, who would donate to him,
Oh
because they
no.
were supporting him.
Oh no, I just found a really recent one that
Oh
says
no.
happy 23rd of this beautiful month. Happy 4-year anniversary of me being an official Wilbur Sofa. Please seek help. Sorry.
For the like, okay. If I
Not the two
ever find
reposts.
out, yeah, if I ever find any of my friends, find out any of my friends support Wilbur or are fans of Wilbur, I'm immediately cutting ties with them, because that's a big thing for me. If you are not drawing the line at somebody who abusing another person, biting them, then I do not think that I would be safe around you. I do not think,
No.
because you may not have done it, but you're not drawing the line at it. And
That reminds me of the
that shows a lot about your character. If you, because a lot, I feel like a lot, like, this is just me seeing the fact that there's so many people still supporting him. There's a lot of children, but those who aren't children who are still supporting him are, I feel like, are the type of people, specifically men. Like, yes, there are probably women who support him still, but specifically men who I would never want to be in a room alone with, because I feel like they would be the type of person who would disrespect me in ways that are not okay. And that is
Anyways,
how
I'm
I'm going
ordering
to state
pizza because I know maybe he should be in prison and I'm waiting
it.
for it to happen. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, because with the context of that, somebody just showed a screenshot on Twitter of somebody TikTok saying making sushi because Wilbur has been proven innocent and I can make Wilbur content again. I knew he was
He
innocent
was
and just didn't want
not.
to deal with the monkeys. Motherfucker, he admitted it.
He admitted. He admitted to biting her. He admitted to doing it. It's a thing of not. It's not that he was proven innocent.
He was
It's
proven guilty.
he was proven guilty for it. But yeah, he might eventually become a better person. I'm never gonna see it, though. I don't ever want to see it.
No, because when you think about it, if you listen to some of the lyrics in his songs,
It's clear it's going to try to be a better person. I do not
no, this
condone.
is sad. There's still a lot of people who are fans of him.
Yeah, I do not condone abuse or anything, but, and this is a really bad thing for me to say, but I feel like if people if those who are doing the abuse or other types of things ever, I don't want anybody to experience it. I'm saying this right now, but if they ever had the misfortune of experiencing the things that they do to the other people, they would immediately change their attitudes.
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
do not wish this upon anybody. I am simply stating that I know for a fact that if this type of stuff ever happened to those people, they would change their attitudes, because they would understand why it affects people so deeply and how it affects them.
Yeah,
Again,
as
not
someone
wishing it.
who has dealt with things, it's fucking shit. The recovery process is not any better. So I don't recommend. Don't be a rabid dog with fleas, guys.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, and it's a thing of, it's hard to like look
How's it
at
going?
people. We're talking
Oh,
about the
Wilbur.
Wilbur stuff.
Okay.
It's hard to sit and know that people support him, and because, again, if I find out any of my friends support him, immediately I'm stopping being friends with them, because I cannot be I cannot be friends with anybody who does not draw the line at that.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at some of these. Yikes. Yikes. Guys. Guys. Stop. Stop. Stop following Wilbur Soot.
Yeah. Were there any
Literally
other
all of his friends drop. I mean,
Yeah.
there's the one about. Okay. There's the one about. I don't know if you guys have seen the Q. I didn't see the QSMP, but I heard about the drama that happened.
Wasn't it
Oh,
like
I-
the staff were like
The staff weren't treated
underpaid?
right.
Yeah, and stuff.
Underpaid. Yeah. I couldn't find much on that.
Underpaid, overworked.
I was gonna ask if there were any other YouTubers.
Yes.
Because we've just talked about Mr. Beast, Logan Paul,
Yes.
SI.
What do you got, Tori? Because I
like,
don't know any
who
other.
do you want to talk
Here's one that
about?
makes me so angry because everyone
Go on.
seems to forget the stuff that he has done. James
Alright, go on, bud.
Charles.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
He
I
was
didn't forget about that
messaging-
shit. I just ignore him.
Like,
He was
here's the thing,
messaging minors, and now I still see creators collabing with him all the time.
Man, if I had a coin for every time I said, ew, this creator doesn't feel right with me, and they turn out to be a pedophile, I would
Same.
have 2 coins.
One of my
Which is not a lot,
siblings,
but
like,
what the fuck?
one of my siblings had a friend who really liked James Charles, and I was always like, I don't know about that guy. Something about him is weird. And then guess what? Came out that he was messaging minors. And it's like, huh. No wonder.
Yeah, it's. I never learned about the James Charles stuff. I very briefly heard about it, and I knew that like he wasn't a good person. And it's a thing of I never see his content. I never see anyone interact with him. So I've just kind of never learned it. Luckily. Well, not luckily, but also luckily I've never had to deal with him on my For You page.
No, so his
You know-
excuse was that he didn't know the person was underage. Which I'm just
Dude,
saying.
I have a creator who's just like this man.
Which, listen, when you are a creator and you're going to start, like, messaging someone sexually, who, as a creator, you have a position of status, you have power, you should make sure that you know their age.
Yeah.
Like, that's not an excuse. You can't just use that
Yeah,
as an
it's
excuse.
it's never an excuse. And if you're ever unsure if somebody is lying or telling the truth, ask them to show their birth date.
Yeah.
Like what you can have them do is
Take a
their state
picture
ID,
of their ID. They can cover anything else.
cover anything that they don't want that you to know, and send it. That solves so many issues because I really literally there's probably like let me look at my ID.
Back when I was an admin for a server, we required that. In order to get the 18 plus role, you had to prove to us that you were 18 or older. So our requirement was you have to send us a photo of your ID. You can cover anything you don't want us to know, like your face, your name, but we need to see a photo of your ID. We need to know that it's like your actual ID. So we would usually ask for like some sort of hand gesture with it, just so that we could tell that it was you taking a photo of your ID. And all we had to see was the birth date so that we could confirm that they were 18 or older. That way they had access to the 18 and older channels.
And it's a thing of, it's such an easy thing to do. And like, if you're 18, you should have an ID, some sort of ID. And we understand that not everybody's in the United States. 100% understand that. But your country probably has an ID.
Birth certificate.
Of some sort. Yeah. Like, even just taking, like, some sort of picture of your birth certificate where everything but your birth date is visible, then you're good.
Yeah. Like, that was a requirement, and we were a small Discord server for a Minecraft server, and that was what we did. So, there is no excuse when it comes to a larger creator not doing
Yeah,
stuff like that to guarantee that the person they are messaging is of age. So, that is not an
yeah,
excuse that I accept.
yeah. It's
There's a part 2. Sorry, I'm
there's a part
going back to
Sorry.
the James Charles thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of drama on art TikTok. I'm gonna be so for real. There's a creator called Pumpkin the Gentleman, and this one, he's also a groomer. And his excuse is, oh, I didn't know their age.
Such bullshit.
And they have actually said, wait till you're older, to somebody who was like, they're like, oh, I want to get rizzed by you. And they're like, when you're older, heart emoji. Sorry.
But, like, come on now. That's not an excuse, and I will not accept it from someone who has such a platform. You need to make sure of that stuff. But yeah, so I still see people collabing with him, and it's like he literally was messaging minors, and we're all gonna ignore that, and you're gonna collab with him. You're gonna buy his new product when he comes out with it because he is coming out with like a new product, I believe. So he's been collabing with more people so that he can push that product. And it's like, no, don't. We should not be giving him this platform. We've seen that he abuses his platform. He messages minors. Stop giving him the platform. Stop sweeping it under the rug.
it's
Hey, can I read a thing from the quote unquote explanation video of this artist?
Uh-huh.
So, man's trying to explain why drawing very suggestive art on a 16 plus count, where Twitter is supposed to be 18 plus, but anyways, there's people who go there and lie. Try to say it was okay, or like if it was normalized for him because of the suggestive material he saw in Japan, where I'm like, that's still not a good.
You should know
What?
better, though. But you should know better. Just because you see someone else does it doesn't mean you do it. What the fuck?
Exactly.
like and a big issue with a lot of these people having big platforms is they're influencing millions, not probably not millions, but like thousands of kids daily. Some millions, but some just thousands, hundreds of thousands.
And you know what? People are always like, of course it was a Minecraft YouTuber who turned out to be a groomer. You wanna know why? Because their fan base are children.
Yeah.
That's why
And it's a
it's
thing of
majority Minecraft YouTubers. Any like
yeah,
YouTuber who appeals towards children is of a greater chance to be like a groomer or something like that. Just because they draw in that fan base. Like you're not gonna see like adult creators typically like being groomers because they don't have a child fan base. That's why.
it's a thing. It's a thing of like, not only does it get it feels like sometimes it feels bad to be a Minecraft content creator because of the amount of times where it's just becoming a meme at this point of, oh yeah, you're gonna play into the Minecraft YouTuber role. Like, it's a meme. It's just a meme. It's a meme, and it's a horrible meme. I hate it because it's like, I just want to make funny little silly little videos with my friends, and there's always like the thought in the back of my mind, like, am I going to be stereotyped for playing Minecraft with my friends?
Like, I am 20 years old. I enjoy the game. I'm
Yeah,
20 years old. I know not to message a minor.
yes. Like, it's a thing of so many
Oh, this is
people have
sad. He's
done
the
it.
same.
It's happened so many times to where we
Not
look at the
funny
very
anymore.
few we look at the few that we remember from our childhood that we know never did anything and
Or
still haven't
begging.
done anything, and we praise them. We put them on this pedestal, which shouldn't be the case. They should be on an even playing field with everyone else.
The bar is
The
on
bar
the
is
floor.
so low.
It
The
is
bar
on
is
the
Bar
floor.
is so low.
But yeah, so that's someone who really annoys me because I see him pop up on like collaborations with other TikTokers, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you collaborating with him?
Yeah.
It's guys, just don't talk to minors. It's so easy.
Don't.
You see a child and you don't have and they're not talking to you, walk the other way.
Yeah. Like, or hear me out. Greet the child and then leave.
Yeah.
If
Or
they're talking to you, greet the child. Do something nice, like a content creator. Like, be like, oh, hi, thank you for watching my videos.
Like,
Then
there's
walk
nothing
the fuck away.
inherently wrong with someone interacting with a minor. It depends on what the interaction is, though. Because a normal human being doesn't take things far with a minor. A normal human being is just like oh hi, thank you. Done.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't, like, you don't have to extend the conversation past that with a minor. It's a shock.
Yeah.
And there's
That's my
yeah,
thoughts.
it's a hot mess. Hot mess. Stop forgiving people when, like, they have not earned forgiveness.
Cause here's the thing: a lot of the content creators that are still were popular and still are super popular, but less so because of a controversy. Most of the time, they've done nothing to change it. They've just swept it under the rug and just continued making content.
Or they give you a half-assed apology, which is not an apology, and then they sweep it under the rug.
Yeah, it's like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Let me pull out my ukulele.
guys,
I'm
please.
sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Toxic gossip train.
Oh my god.
It won't get copyright. I can't say that. She was copyright striking anyone who reacted to it.
Oh my god. Well, hey, it was just the line, so we're fine.
Exactly.
But
Citations in the description.
yeah,
I'm not giving that woman any credit.
Oh yeah, no. If we get copyright stricken, I'm gonna laugh because we're literally just a podcast talking shit about people who are 20 million times our size.
Yeah.
We're talking shit about people who could destroy us if they wanted.
We are not the ones you should be
But
concerned
wouldn't that
about.
make them look worse and prove our points?
Exactly.
It would. It absolutely fucking would. It would be hilarious.
We have
'Cause I don't give a
zero
shit what they think about
audience. What are they gonna do?
Yeah, we get like what,
They
5
better
views
pay
per
for my
video?
therapy.
Barely.
Yeah. Like we get like what, 5 views? I don't think
On
5 people.
average, less.
I don't think like 5 people seeing this video is gonna hurt you guys that much.
And we're not putting anything out there that wasn't already out.
Yeah, it's not like we're calling any of these creators a murderer.
No. We're
We're
just
calling
bringing
them
up
shit
what is
people.
public knowledge. What can be
Yeah.
public knowledge if you just check.
Yeah.
That's the thing. People on the
All
internet
right.
don't check anymore. Like, just
Yeah.
fact check, guys, please.
Yeah. All right.
Let's spin
Okay.
the wheel.
Yeah. Wheel time.
I
Next
vanished
week-
for 10
Wheel.
minutes today.
Give me dreams. Give me dreams. Give me dreams.
Fandoms.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, we're gonna drag Augusta through the dirt next week.
No, 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 no,
Yeah,
no,
you know what you did. You know what you are.
no. How dare you?
I'm kidding. We're not covering toxic fandoms, so you're good.
Yeah.
No, still it.
Oh, why is this one still here? Hold on.
Which one?
Bots and spam.
Oh, yeah.
Why is that one still there?
Sorry for vanishing during this episode, guys. I was needed somewhere, and I forgot about it. And then I got a text, and I was like, shit, gotta go.
It's fine. We filled the silence. We were just rambling.
You heard me
Ramble,
rush out of
ramble,
my
ramble.
apartment. I was
Ramble,
like
ramble.
already 3 minutes late to like a 10-minute long thing. But
Oh shit.
I had to be there.
Alright. Well, that was this week's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed us talking shit about these huge YouTubers that we could get destroyed by. Our
Again,
lives would be
lobotomy is
over
an
if they
option,
can.
guys.
Yeah. Oh my
Not
god.
anymore.
Yeah, not anymore.
That's
legally.
not-
Oh my god.
Like, this is me joking.
The worst part is you can find videos on how to do those. Don't actually do
what?
them.
Hold on.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen a
please.
video on how it's done.
Please do not do a lobotomy at home, guys.
Don't
do
do
that.
a lobotomy.
That's a
Don't
bad
do a
idea.
lobotomy.
There's a reason they don't do them anymore.
Yeah, lobotomies are kind of
They don't work.
really bad for you and kind of
I mean, if you
Are
want to no
horrid.
longer technically live mentally,
I guess, but
Like,
don't
it's
don't
not
do
recommended.
Wrap it up. Wrap it
Don't
up.
do that.
it's not recommended.
Do not do that. You will harm yourself in ways that you do not want.
Wrap
And
it
even
up.
if you are thinking
It's time
it,
to
don't
go
do
home.
that.
It's time to go home.
You guys need to go home. Get out of the grove. Thank you for staying here and listening us to us ramble.
Just don't fall on a rock.
Yeah, I've been Ace.
I was Tori.
Augusto.
Now get out here and don't do anything stupid.
Don't lobotomize yourself, please.
Don't. God damn.
Hypothetically.
No.